Mobile takes the field into the back straight. They're all set to run. Good line. Starters happy. Racing. And Rainbow Fighter anticipated the start to a nicety and bounced out to lead. Thought I Heard You Laughin'. Wide on the track, I Will Be Famous was trying to close down from out wide, and then came BJMD, who's driving up along the inside to try and hold the leaders back. Grand Slam Miss was next, followed by back along the inside. I Read the News Today. Caught deep there now and drifting back was further back there. I Will Be Famous, and then came back in the centre of runners then by Reno Street, who's been able to lob into a good spot initially and is almost coming up 3 deep. Does so now. Further afield then came Loves the Show, and the last couple were It's the Promised One together with Vintage Cullen, and dropping out to be last of all as I Will Be Famous. So the lead time was 37.9, and in the end it was a pretty soft lead for Rainbow Fighter, and it chose the way by about 3 parts. Reno Street worked around the outside to park without cover, and BJMD is under lock and key third as the leader sneaks away to the back straight. I followed a length away in the field then, in the 1-1 by Thought I Heard You Laughin'. The inside I Read the News Today, Grand Slam Miss, and then came Loves the Show. Further back as It's the Promised One, I Will Be Famous, and still last of all is Vintage Cullen. The leaders clear as they travel down the side of the track. 30.4 was the first quarter, and that leader is Rainbow Fighter, 2 clear. Second, Reno Street with BJMD sitting in third spot. The inside next of all came I Read the News Today, Thought I Heard You Laughin'. Then Grand Slam Miss and Loves the Show from It's the Promised One. Now Vintage Cullen's about to improve up 3 deep, looking to flush something out, and on the inside as I Will Be Famous. Leader down the straight is Rainbow Fighter, just wanting to get away from the inside there and driving right up along the inside BJMD, and that little move pratted Reno Street out wide. The field's sort of semi-disorganised there. Horses out 4-5 wide going into the back straight, and this leader's dropping right out of the fight. Rainbow Fighter, something clearly amiss, 30.2 the split, and going into the back straight, BJMD was left in front a long way from home. In second spot at the moment is Reno Street, and then Loves the Show. Well, I Read the News Today. It's today or bust, I reckon, because it's had a lovely run, hasn't spent a penny but is being urged along, and they were followed further back in the field then by It's the Promised One trying to get into the race. They travel down the side of the track. 29.8 is the split, and the leader is BJMD, Loves the Show, and then came further back to Reno Street, who's yielding ground, and further back then to I Read the News Today. It's the Promised One gets up on the inside. They swing in. BJMD cannot see it out. It leads by 2. In second spot coming at it as Loves the Show, but BJMD, Lee Sutton driving like a man inspired is going to get it home, and BJMD right up on the inside at the bell was able to take the lead and has taken the race. Beats Loves the Show. In third position we had It's the Promised One, I Read the News Today, Every Possible, and then came further back I Will Be Famous with Vintage Cullen, Grand Slam Miss, Reno Street, and then came Thought I Heard You Laughing, and a tailed off last is Rainbow Fighter.